So hello guys, welcome to the video. So in this video we'll solve the question 3 sum target some unique triplet. Alright, so this question has a prerequisite question, which is the question we did earlier. Before this question, the question was 2 sum target some unique pair. Alright, so I hope you have completed that question, then only you will be able to understand this question. So that question is a strong prerequisite for this question, because we will take the 2 sum function and use that 2 sum function in this 3 sum functions code. All right, so now I will explain you the question and then we will head towards the solution. So let me take you to the board and I will explain you the question. So what the question is, we are given an integer array nums. All right, so we are given an array which is called as nums and a target. All right, so we are given a array and a target integer. All right, we have to return all the triplets, let's say nums I, nums j and nums k. All right, such that I is not equals to j and I is not equals to k and j is not equals to k. So that means I should not be equal to j and j should not be equal to k and I should also not be equal to k. That means all three of them should be distinct elements and unique elements. All right, so these three elements cannot be same. All right, so I hope you understood this. Now what second condition is, another thing is nums I, let's say a of I, should be added with a of j and should be added with a of k, and these addition of these three numbers should be equal to the target number which is given to us. All right, and notice that the solution set must not contain duplicate triplets. All right, so that means we have to notice that the solution set must not contain duplicate triplets. All right, so it must not contain duplicate triplets. That means that these all pairs should be unique, triplets should be unique. That means if I have a triplet which is 1 2 3, so I cannot create another triplet which is 3 2 1 or 2 1 3. So these type of triplets then are invalid because this is valid. All right, so we have to only keep one triplet which is unique. All right, so I hope you understood this question. So let me take you towards the solution of this question. If you know 2 sum question, then this question will be very easy for you guys, because in this question we are only finding one element. All right, which is nums I, let's say nums I, and nums j and k are founded by 2 sum function. All right, so I have taken an example for you guys. So in this example, if you have done the 2 sum question, you know what's the first step to towards this question, and the first step is to sort the array, because we have some numbers which are repeated also, 20 20. All right, so why we have to sort array? We have to sort array because by sorting the array we get similar elements together or same elements together. All right, so the first step is to sort. So the step is to sort the array, and we will sort this array. So 10 10 20 20 30 40 50 60. No, there is no 70, there is only 80 and 90. All right, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. All right, so we forgot something. Yeah, there is 240s here. So shift this and I'll add one more 40 here. All right, because we have 240s here. All right, so this is our sorted array, and inside this sorted array, now what we will do, how we approached that 2 sum question. If you understand, if you remember that we put a pointer, we kept a pointer at the starting index and kept a pointer at the last index. But inside this we have to give 3 answers. All right, because this is 3 sum question, in that we have to only give 2 answers. So we added I plus j and then we got our answer. So in this we can't keep 2 pointers at their two different places. All right, and we also can't keep 3 pointers at 3 different places because that will make a very big hodgepodge, and then we can't control the situation. So how to control this situation? Can we keep a pointer, let's say val, at this position or at the starting index? All right, so let me isolate the starting index now and send this values, or let me take this pointer as I only. All right, now let me send the values starting from I plus 1 till the last elements inside our to-sum function. All right, and why I will send this to the to-sum function? To-sum function will traverse this array from here to here and get the answer, get two answers, or get pair of number which is equal to the target. But we already subtracted something from the target. So now what we have to do? We have to create a new target inside which I have to subtract my old target with this value. So I have to subtract this with array of I, and I'll get my new target. So in this case, what is my new target? My new target is 100 minus 10, which is 90. All right. So inside this to-sum function, my target will be, let's say, what will I pass? I'll pass my array and the starting index. Starting index is my I plus 1 because I am standing here. I have to send it from here, and ending till array dot length minus 1, and the target is the new target. All right, this I will pass in my to-sum function. All right, so I hope you understood this part of this question, and this is only the main part because this will only create all the logics, and this is only the dry run of the question. So we created a new target, we sent it here, and we got some answers. All right, so obviously our to-sum function will return something. So it will return, let's say, from these elements we have to get pair for our new target, which is 90. So I'll write 60 and 20. No, I can't write 60 20. I can write 60. Actually I should write 80. No, I should write 10 and 80. Then I should write 20 with 6. There is no 70, so I can write 20. 30 with 60. All right, 30 with 60, and can I get one more? Yeah, I can get 40 with 50. So I can get these three pairs, but I need distinct elements. So I'll remove this pair and add this 10 in both of this pair. So after adding, what I will get, my answer will be 10, 30, 60, then 10, 40, 50. All right. So this is our small answer for this value, and I will save this answer here. All right. Now, second thing. Now what will I do? I'll remove this part and I'll come here where I'll increment my I now. All right, I'll increment my I here. But now what can I see? That these two elements are same. So I can't use this element because I have to write only distinct pairs, distinct triplets. So what can I do for finding the unique triplets? I have written a condition before. That condition was that firstly my I should not be at 0th position, and if it is not at 0th position, then I will check that my array of I, if it is equal to my array of I minus 1. If it is equal to array of I minus 1, then I have to skip that part, or I have to skip that element and write continue statement here. Alright, so this is the condition for skipping this value, right? Or checking that if there is a same equal value or not. If there is a same value, we have to skip this value and go to the another value which is next to it. So when I will write continue statement, the loop will start again, or the loop will again increment, and I'll get I here. So for this now, what will I get? I'll send my this part. So let me first store this condition. Alright, so what I will do now, my I is at 20, and from this I will get the pairs to the new target, which is 100 minus 20, which is 80, and I'll get pairs which is 620 and 60. Alright, 30 and 50, and no more pairs. So I'll delete this pair because this have 20 again, and I was left with only this, so I will add this in front of this. So I'll get 20, 30 and 50 as the second answer. And what I have to do, I have to store these all answers inside a 2D vector or inside a 2D array. We are using, if you are using Java, we have to create a we can't keep inside a 2D array. All right, so what we have to do, we have to create a list. All right, we have to create a list inside list, and then inside that list, inside the inside a bigger list, I will keep all my lists, smaller lists, inside which I will have pairs, triplets. All right, so I have to keep all this, and these are small lists, and I have to keep this all inside a bigger list. All right, so I hope you understood it till now. So let me take you to the coding part. I hope you understood the question and the approach for it. So it's very easy now for us to write the code for it. So now we will jump on to the website and I'll write the code for this question. So we are already given with the toSum function, and if you are not given with it, then just copy the code from the question which was before we have done it. So I have to only complete the threesome function. So what I will do, I'll first create a list. Before this, I will expand this and I'll create a list, and inside this list I will create another list of integer type of answer, and this is a type of array list. I'll write array list and close this out. All right, after this I have to check one more condition which I forgot to tell you. If I have only this array, for example, let me we are given with only this array, 2 elements. All right, and we are asked to find threesome from this 2 array. So what we have to do, we have to return empty list. All right, because we can't find 3 elements, because we have to find triplet and there is only 2 elements. So how can we find triplets? So we have to return an empty array list in this type of test case. So we will also handle this type of test case. So let me write a if condition for this. So if my nums dot length is the greater than, or sorry, it is smaller than 3, then I will return my empty array list, or empty list, sorry. All right, and if this condition fails, that means my array is greater than 3. Array has more elements, 3. All right, I hope you understood this. Now what's the second part? The second part of this is I have to sort this array. Right, so I will write arrays dot sort function. Inside this I will write my nums. array. So we have a sorted array now. All right. So inside this sorted array, what will I do? I'll traverse the array now, starting from 0 till. So now this is also a question. Till when we will traverse this array? We will traverse this array only till array dot length -3. Only till 1. Let's say 1, 2, and 3. All right, -3. So I will traverse it till here only. I'll traverse at 60 also, because after 60 we have two elements, and if I select my 60 and I will send these two elements inside my toSum function, so it is a probability that it will give me a correct answer. All right, it can give me a something and I will add myself in it, so I will get a unique pair triplet, unique triplet. So I can only traverse till here, because if I traverse till here, then we have no elements. All right, we have only one element and we need at least three elements to create a triplet. All right, so I will traverse it till 60 only. So I'll write what I will write. Sorry, my loop should run from I0 to nums dot length -3, and it should be smaller than equal to. All right, after this I will increment my, and when I will increment my loop, inside this I will write my, first I will check my unique pair condition, and my unique pair condition is if my I is not equals to 0. First of all, if it is not equals to 0, then I will check my condition that my nums I, if it is equal to nums index I -1, then what will I do? I will write a continuous statement and initial and increment my for loop by 1, and then again I will check the condition for another I element. All right, after this, if this condition is false, then I'll create a val, that is the pointer, which will store the value of nums I. That means it will store the index, it will store the value of that index which is on which we are standing. And what will it do? It will create a new target. Let me write it new target only. New target, and the new target is we have to subtract from targ minus val. All right, so when we subtract myself, that means I am the value, and when I subtract myself from the target, I'll get the new target. And when I will get the new target, I'll call my toSum function, and inside my toSum function, what I am passing, let me see, array starting index, ending index, and target. All right, so I'll pass my nums as array, starting index as I+1, because I'll start from the number after me, and ending index is from till nums dot length -1. After that, the target is the new target. All right, and this will return me a pair. All right, so I have to write this pair inside my, I have to get this pair inside my list integer, which is named as sub answer. All right, and whenever I will get this answer pair, so I have to add myself also, as I told you before also, that if I get answer 30 and 50, so I have to add myself also in this answer. So I will add 20 after before that. So what I will do, I'll create a for loop, and for each loop, let's say, take it from integer val at sub answer. So I'll create a for each loop at sub answer, and then I'll add my value of my val. Wait, these both are sorry what I did. All right, so where are we? Yeah, so I'll write it actually, yeah, I pressed page up again. So I'll write it as v, and I'll add v dot add, and inside add I'll write val, and I have to also add this sub answer inside my main answer. So I'll write answer dot add also. Inside this I'll add my sub answer, but no, I have to also add this inside my main answer. So inside my main answer I'll add myself, so I will write v. All right, because I have to add this sub answer inside my main answer. All right, so when I fetched my sub answer, I will add it inside my answer also. After this I will just return my answer, and the code is done for this function. All right, so let me run this code and see if it works or not. All right, so it is accepted. So I will submit this code and see if all test cases are passed. So all right, all test cases are passed. So I hope you understood this question, and if you understood this question, please like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you have any thoughts for us or feedback for us, kindly drop that in comment section, and we will meet in the next video. Till then, thank you so much.